How's your boyfriend lucky to have you? You're fucking your boss. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated?
You cannot out-train a bad diet.
Never believe everything a woman tells you. She will always leave something out. You're always broke because you spend your money on dumb shit every month. If you've only slept with 5 guys, then why was it so easy to fuck you?
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 360th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. It is Tuesday, November 13th, 2018. We are presented by 1821manmade.com, your one-stop shop for all of your beard grooming needs. Step up your beard game today at 1821manmade.com. Let's get right to it. As my dog walks in behind me, she can't jump up on the bed, so there she is. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and get right to it. You see her tail wagging in the bottom right corner. Sorry about that. A lot of guys who do what I do talk about first date logistics, and rightfully so. We talk about the fact that you want to make sure you pick a spot close to where you live because you don't want to extinguish the flame with a long Uber ride, right? You don't, well, both my dogs are back there now, and now they're gone. Okay, let's get to it. Sorry about that. In other words, if you escalate with a woman properly during a date, you don't want a 20 to 30 minute Uber ride or a 20 to 30 minute cab ride, which will extinguish the flame. It'll sort of slow down your attraction / arousal momentum. We tell you to never take her to a restaurant on the first date because it places her value above yours. We tell you never to take her to the movies because it's very difficult to utilize your gift of gab to escalate and flirt verbally. We tell you to have drinks at the ready at your place so you can keep the party going when you get there. Keep that momentum going. We tell you to implement what I like to call a temporary shoes off in the house rule in order to get her to take off her shoes, which not only makes her more comfortable, but it also causes her to subconsciously continue to undress herself later on. If I got my shoes off, it's easy to take my bra off. Simple math. All of these things are standard operating procedure for veteran players, but there is something that is seldom discussed. And what is seldom discussed are the days and times you should or should not agree to on a first date. The days and times you should and should not agree to on a first date. But there are only, I'll put it to you this way. Once you fucked her a few times, it doesn't matter when or what time because you know you're going to fuck her, right? But there are only 2 particular days and 2 particular time frames, for that matter, that you should ever agree to a first date on. And anything outside of these 2 days and time frames means that unless you're in the top 1% in terms of looks and verifiable dick size, you're not getting laid. And if you tell me that your objective on the first date isn't getting laid, then you're a fucking liar. Guys say this because they're afraid of failure. And to this I say, don't sweat it, right? Guys, listen, man. I've been on hundreds of first dates. And while I have fucked a shitload of these girls on the first date, the fact of the matter is that most of the time I couldn't close the deal. That's the game. Nobody bats 1,000. But your objective on any first date is to fuck her. And guess what? That is also her first objective. Unless, of course, she's using you for a free meal, at which point, when you tell her that you'll meet up for drinks or coffee or ice cream, she'll end up flaking on you and save you from spending time and money on a woman who has no intention of sleeping with you in the first place. But as a man, you should always assume that a woman you take out for the first time wants to fuck you unless proven otherwise. And with this mindset, you should only agree to meet up on 2 particular days and 2 particular time frames. The problem is that men are making these 2 huge mistakes in terms of the days and time frames and shooting themselves in the foot before the date even happens, and I will be discussing that in today's episode. My opening rant is brought to you by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest quality kratom on the planet. Happy Hippo Kratom will give you an energy boost, laser focus, and increase your productivity all without caffeine. Go to happyhippoherbals.com now and save 20% when you pay with Bitcoin. That includes your shipping. I am going to see the Philadelphia Flyers against the Florida Panthers tonight at the Wells Fargo Center, which is literally right across the parking lot from Lincoln Financial Field, where the Eagles, of course, laid an egg against the Cowboys this past Sunday. Still don't want to talk about that. Devin is treating me to the game tonight. This is why I am on early today. And I mean, I've been to plenty of NHL hockey games. I've been to a shit ton of Carolina Hurricanes games. When the Carolina Hurricanes moved from Hartford, they used to be the Hartford Whalers. They moved to North Carolina, and Carolina, by the way, won the Stanley Cup back in 2006. The ESA, which used to be called the Entertainment and Sports Arena, I think it's called the RBC Center now in downtown Raleigh, that wasn't finished being built yet. So the Carolina Hurricanes, when they moved down from Hartford, they played all their games at the Greensboro Coliseum. Well, me being a college student at the time at High Point University, got free tickets to Carolina Hurricanes games all the time. So that was really my first taste of, live NHL hockey, which was awesome to be sure. I can't even tell you how many Carolina Hurricanes games I've been to. I became a Hurricanes fan, but of course, being from Philly, I'm a Flyers fan. Never seen the Flyers play live and in living color, so I'm certainly looking forward to that tonight. We got decent seats. There's really not a bad seat in the house in terms of basketball and hockey games. The Sixers share Wells Fargo Center with the Flyers, so looking forward to that. If you have any questions, if you have a question or comment about first date logistics, give me a call, 914-205-5356. If you have an unrelated question about girls, game, finance, fitness, or anything else that pertains to increasing your value and agency as a man, give me a call. If you disagree with anything I say or anything I've said in the past, you guys can give me a call too, but as always, I'm not holding my breath. Follow, add, and like me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search Donovan Sharpe on all three platforms. To get access to all of my content, go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. There you will find the entire archive of all complete episodes of TSR Live, both audio and video, so you can listen at your leisure. Listen on the go or watch at your leisure. Now, you can watch my show live weekday afternoons at 5 p.m. Eastern, or whenever I decide to go live if I have something else to do that night. But if you want to be able to rewatch or re-listen to the episodes in their entirety, less than 17 cents a day is all it takes. If you like what you hear, if you get something out of my content, and you want to contribute to the show, you can donate through my Streamlabs link. I'm putting it in the chat right now. It is www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharpe 1. That's www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharpe and the number 1. I don't take Super Chat because YouTube wisely takes 30% off the top. So if you want 100% of your contribution to go to the show, the Streamlabs link is the best and only way to do that. I appreciate every dollar, guys. Every little bit counts. Bruno Goetz asks, do you think the NHL should have a more mainstream fan base, or do you think hockey is primarily a niche sport to most people? Hockey is primarily a niche sport to people up north, but we do have teams now in the South. I mentioned the Carolina Hurricanes earlier, the Florida Panthers, the Tampa Bay Lightning. They have a hockey team. The Dallas Stars, I think, are still around. The Dallas Stars used to be the Minnesota North Stars. They moved to Dallas. Let's see the Nashville Predators, who were in the Stanley Cup Finals this year. San Jose Sharks, the LA Kings. So yeah, listen, hockey is mainly a niche sport, but it is a niche sport to most, for most people. Most people who live up north, most people who live in Northern Europe, but yeah, I mean, listen, that's a good question. Probably will stay a niche sport. I love all sports. I watch hockey on the regular. Don't get it twisted. I mean, I can talk hockey, probably not as well as football or baseball or basketball, but I know more hockey than the average fan. I can tell you that much right now.
I had the opportunity of booking Donovan for 1 hour, and it was money well invested. Donovan is a student of human behavior, more specifically female behavior. If you have a question about game, Donovan will listen to what you got to say, and it is definitely worth every penny. He's brilliant, and he offers intellectual stimulation for anybody who wants to listen to him. So I would highly recommend Donovan. Book your appointment today.
Gentlemen, my girlfriend Devin, who happens to be taking me to the game tonight, gives me slutty submissive sex anytime I want. She does it all, guys, and she never turns me down ever. By the way, don't drink whiskey too many days in a row. It's going to sap your sex drive. Just a warning from me to you. Anyway, if you ever want to know how to get slutty submissive sex from your wife or your girlfriend anytime you want, or if you're a single guy, you just want to get laid more, booking a one-on-one consultation with me is the answer. Now, I want to make crystal clear to you guys that I don't give my clients theories. I don't give my clients ideas or say things like, maybe you should try this. No, I advise men based on my own personal experience. I tell men what I've done in the past and what I do to this day to get the sex I want out of my woman. I will give you actionable, real-world solutions that any man, including you, can put into practice today and start seeing results. And listen, if there's any doubt in your mind whatsoever as to whether or not I know what I'm talking about, don't pay me a goddamn dime until you do one of two things. A, if you're watching, look at the screen. Or B, scroll through my social media feeds. Listen, guys, any idiot can get in front of a camera and say, my girl does whatever I want whenever I want, but I'm the only guy out there who actually proves it. Now, my consultations certainly aren't cheap, but there are a couple of ways you can save some money. The first way is to become an $8 patron. As an $8 patron, you'll get access to exclusive articles and videos, but you'll also get a 40% discount when you book a one-on-one consultation. The second way is to become a $25 patron. Along with the exclusive articles and videos, you'll get a 30-minute consultation every month at no additional charge. So go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe to become a patron, or go to donovansharpe.com/consults. Book your one-on-one consultation with me today. You will not regret it. All right. 914-205-5356 is the number to call if you have a question or comment about first date logistics. If you are listening on SoundCloud and you want to listen to the rest of this episode, head on over to donovansharpe.com or patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Again, my SoundCloud audience, if you are listening to this replay on SoundCloud, you are listening to the abbreviated version. If you want to listen to the rest of this episode, go to donovansharpe.com or patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe.